Talk him into it. No.
Getting started making a small batch of waffles for breakfast. Had a little bit of extra batter from yesterday. So after I finished editing my last video Friday night, I just allowed myself to chill for the last day. And today I'm feeling kind of super motivated to get things done. Woke up and just ran through my routine super fast. And now I'm working on breakfast. Already got pictures of my bunnies with the sun, but very frustrating that the sun is on this side of my house. So when I go out into the yard to hang the bunny, I have to deal with my neighbor's crappy fence. So I kind of tried angling it more towards my crappy garage and like making the video, or not the video, making the photo super blurry behind the bunny. So I want to get those listed today, finally. And I got my store. It's all set up on eBay now, so I can finally put a link in this video. There'll be a link below that'll take you to my eBay store. Haven't gone grocery shopping yet this weekend. I'm kind of like stocked up on mostly everything that I need, but I'm gonna run out on my own tomorrow or Tuesday. I have to pick up a prescription at the pharmacy that's near my sister's. I think there's a problem with that pharmacy that they're just doing like an auto refill and then it gets refilled there. So I don't know if I want to go through the trouble of trying to figure out how to fix that, because it coincidentally happens to be fairly close to the grocery store I shop at, so which is like 15-20 minutes away from my house. I just like that grocery store. If you've ever seen my videos, you probably know why. So I'll just kill two birds with one stone and go shopping tomorrow on my own without Will, because he'll probably want to be in bed. And maybe I'll drag my mom with me, because it's been a while since she's been to the grocery store. So this is where I'm currently at with my Daisy. And I'll be quite honest, I'm kind of on the verge of quitting the Daisy. Might even quit the Daisy and not go back to the bunnies, but I'll be honest, the whole reason I got intrigued by stained glass was because of, I like geometrical shapes. Here, let me turn this thing around. The last time I touched this was Friday night. And, you know, part of the reason is because I had to get inside and edit a video because I felt bad I hadn't done it for a few days. But another part of the reason is this, you know, the frustration of doing this. I mean, I've kind of had a eureka moment, and I've decided, you know, I think I know why the lines are coming off while I'm trying to grind it. I'm just not cutting close enough to the line, so I have to grind too much to get to it, and by the time I'm getting around, I'm like, it's washing off, you know. At least that's my current theory, you know. And that's why this is like a leaf that goes with the Daisy. I went and I was going to try and trim down a little bit more to get it closer to the line, and I didn't notice that there was a tiny sliver of glass from something else I had cut earlier underneath it, and it caused it to snap. And that was just like my breaking point. I mean, I had forced myself to come out here right now. Will's taking a nap. It's Sunday afternoon right now, and I just got done making some egg salad for me and Mom, and decided, you know, the weather's not too bad, it's just a little chilly. Come out here and just finish this freaking flour. But I'm telling you right now, I mean, I don't want to, and I don't want to turn this into a job. I mean, this is kind of an art thing that I've always liked, but whenever I draw my own designs, they're not like actual things. They're just like abstract and or like very geometrically, like, you know, a bunch of squares or something. It's more about the color combinations, and so I think I'll sit here and think about it for a minute, but chances are I'm going to go through my glass and see what I have and come up with different color schemes and just start. I have some graph paper inside, and I'm just going to come up with some quick sketches and start making my own things. Because if I have, like, let's say for instance, just a panel with squares that are all each 2 inches, I mean, that makes my life a lot easier in terms of getting it all fitted and perfect. I need things to be perfect, and I can't get around that.
right now, and I will someday come back to this daisy, maybe in a month. I don't know, whenever it'll be, when I feel like I've honed my skills to the point where I can tackle something like this. But this was, I feel like, stupid. So I'm gonna dial it way back, and I'll make some more bunnies. Only if, let's say that they sell fast. Like, I mean, I know it's right around Easter. I'm really pushing my luck as close as it's getting to Easter right now, but it's a bunny. People like bunnies. It's not Easter specific. Yeah. I'm feeling like, I feel like I'm getting excited just by the thought of not doing any more of this daisy and doing what I want to do. I have so many things, ideas I could do that are completely mine. I don't have to steal somebody else's shit, and it'll be simple, but it'll be really freaking pretty. Yeah. All right. I'm going to put my phone back out and film some more birds while I do this. Okay, I've officially ditched the daisy and put it away in a drawer. And I've gone through all of my glass, and I picked out a few panels that I think go good together. So I'm going to show that to you really quick. And then I'm going to call it for now and go inside. But first I want to show you Alright, well first, there's definitely going to be some clear glass. I just like clear glass being intermixed, and so that's probably going to be like everything I make. And then here are the different colors. I'm going to try and get it in the sun for you. My brain can do this backwards. There we go. So there's the first one. Let me turn this light up so it's not interfering. All right, put that up there. Color 2. Stupid light. Okay, there we go. Color 3 that I have to get an egg off of. We all know the blue bunny goes well, I think, with the other two. I'm excited about this. Okay. Then I still have half a panel of this green color that I made 2 bunnies out of so far. And lastly, this turquoise one, which I also still need to wash off. So glad I never attempted the pattern that I originally drew on here, because I would have, no, just no. Okay, so I am going to clean up a little bit out here, get myself ready to come back out here. When things are disorganized, it just, you know, when it's nice and clean, you're like raring to go. Your brain's not all discombobulated. I like that word. I've been using that a lot lately. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna run back inside. And you guys have almost cleared us out. I've continued on and completely made just a very simplistic design of my own creation. I'm sure many other people have come up with similar designs to this. It's just a bunch of little squares, different colors and a couple different sizes. And I am eventually going to square those off on the grinder, and which will be very quick because I just cut them literally right on their line, so I don't have much to grind, just, you know, get the little bumps off the edges. And I'm working on the teal color right now, and all I have left is the dark blue. And I haven't decided how much further I'm going to go. Right now it's running, probably getting close to 9 o'clock at night. My mom is probably going to be heading up to bed soon, and I'm a little paranoid that she's going to lock me out, because it's kind of part of her routine is she'll go and clean up the kitchen and put all the dishes in the washer and then lock the back door and take her pills and then go off to bed. Or usually she'll come and try and find me and tell me she's going off to bed, but I don't know what she'll do in this. I know she knows I'm out here. I'm just, you know, she's just so used to locking the door. You know, it's part of her routine. You know, despite me being out here, I don't think it may not click with her. And I do not have the keys to the back door. Those are in the vehicle, which Will has at work. So yeah, I'm just going to go back and forth and check on her and make sure that I don't have to bang on the door to get her to come let me back in. And then once she is secure in bed, I'm going to come back out here and finish the last color. See if I can actually attempt to grind these and get them into the house, and maybe I could start putting the foil on them either tonight or tomorrow early in the morning. Because I am very determined to get this done. I don't know how it's going to come out, because I do have, I guess the thing that I'm worried about is, I did do one already, I'll show you. I'm worried about these small squares. I have to put the copper stuff around them, and I don't want them to get like completely, what's the word I'm looking for? I just don't want them to get overshadowed by the solder, you know, like the ratio, the lines, you know, if the lines are big and then there's only that little tiny bit of glass in there. But we'll see once we put it all together. I mean, I need to come up with something that I can get done fast that feels like it's something that I created. I'm still going to make the bunnies, I think, just to have, you know, something out there. It depends on how fast they sell. Like, I think I probably mentioned that before. It feels like I have, but if they just sit there and hang around for a few days, then I will hold off. And then, yeah, like as they sell, I'll just replace them. And then obviously I'll have to go and pick up more glass. I'm not sure what the prices are going to be like. If that's like an immediate thing or it's going to happen over the course of time. If it gets made in the US or if it gets made in China, I don't freaking know. Maybe I can look at this one. Where is it made? Oh, it's made in China. Well, we'll find out, huh? All right. I'm going to get back to cutting these last few pieces. And we'll see what happens next. So I quit fairly early last night. The cold just got to me. It kept sinking in through my coat. And as I was grinding these pieces, I realized this is going to take a while. So maybe either I need to scale it down or completely redo what I was planning. I don't know. See, I have this problem, and the best analogy I can use that can give you an example is I just restart things a lot. And that example would be like video games. Like whenever I start a new video game, like besides the one that I play with Will, that's kind of like a shoot 'em up game. That's like not my normal vibe when it comes to video games. I'm not really into shoot 'em up type games. I just like that one because I can decorate and build my camp. As sad as that sounds, I just like to create things, you know. And the games I really like are things where you can like create like a you know, like a good example would be SimCity, but that's kind of a simplified version of it. Another game I play is called Oxygen Not Included. In that game, you start off on like this distant asteroid with just a couple little people, and you have to slowly over time gather resources, build your base, build little things that improve your base. And then, you know, it's just, it's very slow, and it kind of just, you improve things over time. And it, you know, like one game can take 1,000 hours total. You know what I mean? That's the kind of games I like. But the problem I have with those kind of games is I'm a very trial by error kind of learner. I don't like to, like, for example, other people might go watch other people playing on YouTube to learn how to play these games. I mean, back in the day, we didn't have that kind of stuff, you know? You had to figure it out yourself. Maybe Nintendo might put out a manual that'll tell you like little secret hints of how to get around hard parts of games or whatever, but for the most part, you know, we were brought up on figuring it out on our own, and I'm still of that mindset. So I have a tendency to restart the game over and over and over, and that's just one of games. I mean, I'm just using that one as an example, but that also applies to when I'm doing a creative thing. I'm never fully satisfied with anything that I envision. You know, I will get like partially through it, and then I just hate it, and I start over on something different. And then I'm fighting that feeling on this, you know. I mean, I'm seeing, like, I'm envisioning all of these flaws with how small I cut these pieces. I should have went like one size up. Like the small sizes should be the size of the bigger size. These are the bigger size ones. They're 1 inch square, and the small ones are a 1/2 inch square. And I'm starting to freak out a little bit that this is going to look like mostly solder and not as, you know, like half solder, half glass, you know, the ratio is going to be off. But, and at the same time, I'm kind of like, I was looking back at, excuse me, I was looking back at my daisy, and, you know, I only had like 6 pieces left to fit in there, and then I quit on it, and because I was so eager to just get on to the next thing. It was frustrating. It was taking me days to get through that daisy, and it wasn't really, part of it was the difficulty, part of it is this coldness that I'm fighting through, but a lot of that daisy is just the difficulty of the learning curve of trying, you know, I'm learning as I'm going here. I pick something, I mean, it's not super hard. I'm sure there's much harder than that daisy, but for the level I'm at, I probably should have picked something a lot more straight lined, like I'm trying to do right now. Oh, Will's home. I forgot about him. 1 second. What I wanted to say is I want to go back to that daisy after I get done with this, whatever it's going to be. Maybe I'll ask him his opinion.
I just filled it up.
Oh, cool. You think it looks cool? You don't think the pieces are too small for the foil? That's what I'm worried about.
What?
Like, you know how the foil is? Like,
No.
do you think the ratio will be bad? No? Okay. Hey. It's been a couple hours since the last clip that I filmed. I'm currently sitting in my car at a parking lot outside of appointment that Will is going to. God, I can't talk. I had planned on, after breakfast, bringing my mom with me to go grocery shopping. I still have yet to do that this weekend because I have pretty much everything I need. I just need like a couple little fill-in items, and then I definitely need to get some more bird seed, among, dog food, just little things here and there. But Will, this morning, he was kind of just lamenting about not wanting to drive, and he was super sleepy, and he's fallen asleep in his chair. So then the lazy part of my brain was like, okay, I would rather drive Will to his appointment and go to Walmart if he's willing to come with me than go to the normal grocery store I go to, which is like a 20-minute drive, and dragging my mom with me. And I still have a prescription I got to pick up out that way, but I'm not out of that pill, so of course I'm not freaking out about it. And they only just filled it on Friday, so it's not like they're going to go put it back on the shelf or something anytime in the next day or two. So I'm just going to push it off another day. I am just so singularly focused on getting these bunnies listed on my eBay, getting this video that you're looking at done, and just getting on to the next project. And not to continuously talk about my stained glass all the time. It's just a lot on my mind right now because I'm just so discombobulated in terms of which direction I want to go. And so I think what I need to do is just list the bunnies, see what the freaking bunnies do, and if they sell like super fast, then I'll just keep making bunnies until they stop selling fast. And then I'll branch out into other things, because the daisy, I think, realistically, yes, I could finish that daisy, but I think I'm just going to do that in my spare time. There's just a few things about it that upset me. Like, I thought that the petals were white, but one side has like a pearlescent on it, and it's on the opposite side of what I want it to be on. But I don't know, maybe I can figure out a way to work around that, or just start over. I don't know. And the little thing with all the squares, that I'm still excited about. I still think that it might not look as good as I'm picturing that I wished it would have looked in my head, but it's really not. It's going to take a lot of work to finish it, but at the same time, it's not a lot of material. It's just a lot of precision, which is something I actually like to do. That's why I like to work in electronics all these years. So, depending on the bunnies, though. If the bunnies just sit there, I'm just going to keep working on the little square thing, because that's what I want to do, technically. So, and then if the square thing doesn't turn out as good as I thought it was going to turn out, then I'm just going to do the same thing, essentially, but just, I don't know, I'll something a little, like, bigger pieces, but a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Creative, I guess. So yeah. Plan for today, when I get back. Gotta cook breakfast. It's still before breakfast time at the moment. Got like the little buffer in between dog breakfast and real breakfast. And then I'm going to probably wait till Will passes out and then list everything on eBay. No, I'll get this video done first. Get it all done. Then list everything on eBay. Then upload the video. And see what happens. Give it 24 hours. See what happens with the bunnies. And see if I need to make more bunnies. And if not, then continue with other projects. Got it. Yee! But I just need to settle on a plan. And then once I got that plan in my head, I'll just go crazy on it. Once I think all of the holdup is just there's all of these unknowns, and I keep trying to tackle something that's not even something I need to tackle yet. I keep changing course when I need to figure out what the current course is doing first, so yeah. So anyway, I'm going to make this the end of the video so that I can end the video when I get home. And lastly, I just want to bring up, I want to thank everybody who left me a comment. I even got comments from people that don't usually leave comments, just to let me know how they feel about my channel. I'm sorry that I go so back and forth with it. It's just, I want to make sure that I'm providing you with entertainment. I mean, my videos have been getting longer and longer lately, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for you, but I really enjoy doing this. But at the same time, I want to make sure that you enjoy watching it. And it seems like I'm okay. And I think I'm going to slowly come to peace. Am I coming to peace? Why can't it doesn't sound right. But anyway, I'm coming to peace with how I present myself and, my artistic side, and things will continue to change. It'll be different every video, and I think that's what people like about it. So other than the monotony of my daily life lately, I mean, there's not been a lot of changes going on, and I guess that's where my paranoia is coming in. And I haven't really been taking care of a lot around my house other than trying to focus on this stained glass hump that I'm in. So I think, like I've said leading up to this, is once I know what's going to happen with the bunnies, that'll help determine what I do going forward. So I just need to get that done. It won't even take me that much time, and see what happens from there. Thank you. If I haven't said that enough. And I will see you again soon, I promise. Bye.